Okay, so the pizza dough rose a little more in the fridge. I'm going to do what's called banging it out now, which is banging the air out of it. Take it out, right? It's nice and round. You just kind of pat it down, flour it a little bit. All right, can you see this clearly? All right. Now what you want to do, get on a nice floured surface. You want to make a little crust. You use the edge of your hand here and your finger, and you make a little, like a 1/4 inch, about a 1/2 centimeter crust all the way around. Then you push it around again, then you turn it over, so you flour it enough. You turn it over, you do the same thing on the other side. You want to get a nice little crust. Right there, there we go. Okay. And you want to bang it out, which is get it a little bit bigger before you put it up on your hands. So you go around in a circle, you turn it over, you go around in a circle, there we go. See, it's getting a little bit bigger now. Okay, now it's coming up. It goes up on your hands. You want to start by just tossing it back and forth gently. Use your thumb kind of inside that crust as a guide. You toss it back and forth, and it starts to stretch out a little bit. Ooh, I forgot. I want to put a little semolina on my pan so it doesn't stick to my pan. Just a light dusting of semolina. There we go. Okay, back up on the hands, nice and gentle. Back and forth. Once it gets to about 9 inches across, you want to put it up on your wrists, just like this. Up on your wrist. You want to throw it like this. Stretch it a little bit. There we go. Little stretches. You get your tip of your thumb, just like that, right up in that crust. Just holds it carefully. That's almost big enough. Oh, there we go. Now it's just about big enough to lay down. Right, a couple more tosses around in a circle. You're going to lay it down. There we go. See that? It's big enough. Move in a little bit here. There we go. Lay it right down in the pan. And adjust it so it's nice and flat. You don't want these bumps, or it's going to get sauce in there. It's going to stay wet and not be crispy. There we go. Nice and flat. Now, we take the sauce we made. Take about one medium-sized ladle of sauce like that. It's nice and thick. Right, we just start spinning, spinning, spinning. There we go. Now, we don't want that to go over the crust, so make sure as you get near the outside here, I usually just turn back around like that. There we go. I turn around. I get a little bit in there. There we go. See, it's leaving that crust unsauced so that gets nice and brown and crispy in the oven. Wherever there's sauce is going to stay a little wetter on top. All right, I want a little bit of cheese. Not too much cheese. It's really important you don't over cheese a pizza. You don't really know if you haven't made them that when it melts it really spreads out. I got a good 100% mozzarella here. Should be a delicious cheese. You want to do it nice and light. There we go. Now if I were just going to make a cheese pie, I would just sprinkle a tiny bit of Parmesan on top, a tiny bit of oregano on top, and that one would be done. But I'm not making a cheese pie today. Today, New Year's, I'm making a seafood pie. I got some squid and shrimp, onions and garlic here that I've cooked up. And I'm going to put that around, not too heavy, just so you get some on every slice. There we go. It's going to cook up beautiful. Tastes delicious. A little tiny bit. Make sure you get it evenly spaced out. There we go. Finally, a tiny bit more cheese on top, just to even out the flavor. I like to shake a tiny bit of Parmesan. This isn't very good Parmesan, but we'll use this anyway. On top. And then in it goes. Very hot oven. Put it in there for about 10 minutes at about 5 minutes.